Hello and welcome to The One Show with Alex Jones.
And Matt Baker. Now there's sorcery in the studio this evening as one of the stars of Merlin is here, and I have got a brilliant trick. Now you can help. If you say the magic words, the special guest tonight will appear.
I don't believe it.
Well done.
Hey?
It's Richard Wilson.
Oh, of course! Don't believe it. Yeah.
Well done. Very good. Very good.
Good to see you, Richard. Thanks ever so much for coming along. Now, Merlin, a massive hit. They even have action figures. And would you have thought that in your more elderly years, or more mature years, that you yourself would be an action figure?
No, I never thought I'd be an action figure.
It's tiny, though.
Have you got action figures?
We haven't, no. For Christmas, though, maybe.
Oh, well,
we might think about that.
Yeah. It's not, to be fair, though, Richard, it's not a great likeness. Let's just have a look at the close-up. Ready? There we are. You can see on the screen.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. What do you mean it's not a great likeness? It looks nothing like me.
No.
Oh,
if I looked like that, I'd shoot myself.
Well,
you don't. Thank goodness.
Should have said that.
Right.
We'll talk more about Merlin later on, but it's not just Matt and I asking the questions. We've got some big fans of Merlin in the studio, poised with questions.
Yes, there we are. And
yes.
One little fella at the back there is John Sargent as well, and he's also here. He's going to be celebrating a very special 75th birthday. And speaking of fire and explosions and all things like that, Merlin is back for a 4th series next month. And by the looks of all of this, things are not well in Camelot.
Somewhere in all your books, guys, there must be something. All I'm asking for is a way to fight them.
I fear that the Rocker cannot be defeated by swords and arrows, sire. If I am right, and the veil between the worlds is torn, then there's only one path open to us. To travel to the Isle of the Blessed and repair it.
And how do I do that?
I'm not sure. But for the tear to be created would have required a blood sacrifice. To seal it will require another.
My word! Richard, how long did it take you to grow your hair for that?
I just shaved it off on Saturday.
Of course, of
course.
But what can we expect then from the new series?
Well, I'm not allowed to tell you. Really. One thing I can tell you is it's in 35mm now. We used to shoot in 16mm. It's now in 35mm, so it's going to look even better.
But you can't tell us anything about the plot. No. It's just the format.
Is there drama? Is there romance?
There's lots of romance. There's...
You really can't tell us, can you?
Well, I'm not...
Don't,
yeah,
honestly, don't worry.
You'd get into trouble, and we don't want that.
And it was spoiled for these fans.
We've got some lovely shots going on in the background here. But, I mean, it does look like a Hollywood blockbuster. I mean, when you compare that to some of the stuff that you've done in the past, I mean, what is it like to actually work on?
Well, it is very different from One Foot in the Grave.
Yeah, of course.
It's much longer shooting time, of course. We do 13 episodes at a time, which is quite a long time.
Yeah. And are you aware of how epic it's going to look when you're actually doing it? Because obviously there's lots of special effects and all that kind of
stuff. The CGI, I mean, I think that's one of the reasons for the success of Merlin. The post-production is brilliant. They put a lot of CGI in, they put a lot of music in, and all that is very special, I think.
But as you say, it is incredibly successful, and we've got some big fans of Merlin now, ready to ask you some questions.
Oh.
We'll start with Kit Bryan, age 6. Here we are.
Who do you like to make disappear?
Oh, dear.
Who would you like to make disappear?
Oh, who would I... That's difficult.
It is difficult.
I tell you who I'd like to make disappear, the person who's in charge of the railway ticketing system.
I thought we'd got away from One Foot in the Grave.
I did a dispatches about the railways, and the ticketing system is crazy. I mean, you can't just go to the station now and buy a ticket. You've got to book weeks in advance, unless you want to pay a fortune. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, OK, I don't know if that was the answer that Kit was after, but anyway, we'll move on to Jakey Allen, age 6.
If you wanted to be someone for a day, who would it be?
What was that?
If you would like to be somebody for a day.
If I would like to be somebody for a day?
He definitely doesn't work on the trains.
Oh, dear, gosh, that's a difficult one. I'd like to be someone who owns a very beautiful yacht in the Mediterranean.
Oh, what
Good answer.
That?
And all these people who've asked questions are over there.
Yes.
In the audience. There they are.
Yeah.
Now, we've got a bit of a difficult question now.
Ah.
From Rafi Smith. He's age 6. Have a look at this.
Why did Uther destroy all of the dragons and only leave one?
So, why did Uther destroy all of the dragons and leave just one, Richard?
Well, I think he was thinking in terms that maybe one day there'd be a theme park. And so they had to keep one dragon to show what they were like. And he's imprisoned this dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we are.
I can't think of a better answer.
Rafi, does that answer your question? Thumbs up? Yes, it does.
Yes.
Thanks ever so
Great.
much. indeed.
I thought there'd be easy questions.
Yeah. Well,
They're
but
really
yeah,
tough.
Wow.
hard audience. Anyway, thanks to the children of Stevenson School for all of their questions.